when you first got on there, like what was the experience like? Was there any moments of like discomfort, any moments where it's kind of a little awkward just because it's been so long? Like, can you kind of just break it down? Like what kind of emotions that you felt throughout the night from beginning to end?
No, there was a lot.
Hmm.
So actually, what you didn't see, and my wife hit me for it, was when we first got on. I don't know if you remember, I actually had my sunglasses on. I was already in tears, but I was keeping it cool. I was trying to keep it subtle. She was like, "Stop it." I was like, "All right." But when we got out, um, you know, while we were making it out there, there's a lot of people out there paddle boarding, and they're enjoying the water on the canoes. And I found out that that company, Carried Away, is actually only 2 months old, so they're still very new. And a lot of people were just asking, "Oh my God, what is that? This is awesome!" So I had people yelling at us like, "Hey, dude, you're doing it right. So he's getting laid tonight." So it was very it was a very weirdly to say very motivational, but um while we were on our way out there, Carrie was like, "Do you guys want us to play music or things like that?" And I'm like, "You know what, just the fact that we're together is perfect enough." In terms of us, we by the time we got out to the water, she finally got off of her phone. Gabriella stopped messaging. um Liana wasn't crying. She wasn't, being anything with the babysitter. We were able to put that away, relax. I felt like it wasn't until the sunset that we could truly disconnect.
Yeah.
And little did we know, I mean, we just talked, but even just that was just awesome. Because my biggest fear was that I didn't know if she actually still liked the person who she was next to. I mean, you go through the day-to-day grind, and all it is, hey, this bill is due then, make sure this is there. Hey, I have this appointment going on, make sure you're here for that. Or, hey, this is what I need you for this week. And it's just, that's the routine.
Right.
There's nothing other than that. I remember at one point in time in our marriage where it was kind of like, hey, can we have sex? And it was just like a rain check. And then I got into that groove where I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna rain check you just because you rain checked me. Nobody wins. Nobody
Right.
wins. But it's sad when you have to look at it from that perspective. So the fact that we could actually sit there together, not have to worry about anything, and just be able to talk about anything was great. And we didn't have everything we spoke about was stupid. Like, no, but it wasn't bills. It wasn't obligations. It was just thoughts, feelings, things that we haven't been able to talk about in a long time. So this was great.
See, I love it, man. I love that y'all were able to get out there and have that experience. I know it's hard, especially with the baby and the babysitter and all that. And I know why she was on the phone. She had the parent teacher conference, then she's checking the security camera, then she's interacting with the babysitter. And obviously, this is y'all's first time with that babysitter, which makes it more nerve wracking. It's not like this is a babysitter you've had before where there's a standing relationship and trust and all that. So I just want to thank y'all for being brave enough to go and do this last minute and just take that leap. And I'm so glad that the two of you really got that quality time together. And I really love when you talk about the day-to-day interactions that we have with our significant others, right? It's the same thing with my wife. Doctor's appointments are on this time, bills are due. We don't ever connect on a deeper level when we get into that basic routine of just taking care of the kids, making sure they're still alive, doing their work, us doing our work, paying bills. It gets so boring. And that's why I started that new saying, break the mold, right? It's not just breaking the mold with our being better than our parents were if we had parents that weren't the best, and it's not just about that, but it's about breaking the mold of the routines that we get into in the life that we live, because it gets so easy to just become roommates and
Yes.
just not really connect, not have deep conversations, have sex every now and then, but outside of that, it's like just having that. I mean, when I watched, the drone go over y'all and he panned up into the sunset, I was just like, this. It's just a beautiful moment, and it's nice to have it without having to hear a screaming child or get on to someone or ask someone why they haven't done their chores, or have you ate your food, or did you brush your teeth, or all the things that we deal with on a daily basis, right? So I'm sure you enjoy that
Right.
moment. Make me a promise that it won't be another 10 years before the next date night. Make a promise to each other that it won't be another 10 years before the next date night.
We actually said we're gonna do it once a month.
Awesome, man.
Now that
That's
we now that
awesome.
we got through the hump with Liana, done deal. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the opportunity. It's really done wonders for us, and I'm forever grateful. So
Of course.
thank you.
Of course. All right. You have a good night.
You too. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.